Hey, it's Sunday. It's Easter, actually. And that's why my brain's not working. I'm learning, slowly but surely. This is one of the hardest times of the year. And I'm going to try to explain this as, I don't work with a full functioning brain to begin with, so I'm messed. I really dig Easter. I mean, when you're talking about Christianity as a spiritual tradition, as a religion, this is it. This Sunday is the Sunday. Everything else orbits around this, that Jesus, does the resurrection thing. Otherwise, the rest of it's just, teenage pregnancy in a do-gooder society. So, which, you could do that, but this is the Sunday that does the thing with the what's it. But there's this whole build-up to it. It's not just a single Sunday, and you actually start talking about it shortly after Christmas, and right after the Epiphany, actually. So right after January 6th, you start talking about Easter somehow. You start working it in, and it starts playing, and it's the big Sunday, and the church starts gearing up slowly. The musicians start calling each other, and they start practicing, and stuff starts to happen, and you're debating, is it going to be an Easter tea, or is it going to be a brunch? And if it's going to be a tea, how can we make it a bigger thing than usual coffee hour? And yeah, it's huge. And Palm Sunday this year I've already posted about this, but it went really well. We sang selections from Bach's setting of the Passion according to St. Matthew, and I got to sing the Jesus parts. We're trying not to allow the armchair Freudian psychologist in my mind to have anything to say about that, but the pastor sang the Jesus parts, and it actually worked. I didn't ruin it. Sang most of the notes that were written on the page, which, if you've sung that piece, is honestly no small feat. I'm kind of proud of myself. And it was almost like worship. It was good. It was really good. And then Tenebrae service. I sang a Tenebrae service at a local Polish Catholic church with the choir I used to sing with, and that was good. That was Wednesday, then Maundy Thursday, and then Good Friday, then Holy Saturday. As a friend of mine says, Holy Saturday, Batman. It's by then it's so dark because you end Palm Sunday with the Passion, and this is the pathos. This is it's the hardest part of life. That helplessness in the midst of tragedy. There's nothing to do. You gotta live in that. You gotta live in it for a week. And even when you know the ending, it doesn't matter. It's if you do it right, it's like a good movie. No matter how many times you see it, you weep. You weep. That's where it is. At least where it was for me. And so coming up with an Easter sermon was really challenging, and I might get around to sharing it with you guys. I might. I don't know. It's one of those things, I wrote it down. It's mostly in outline form on a piece of paper, and it turned out okay. People dug it. It's about the incarnation. Resurrection is the ultimate form of grace. And we are given the responsibility of embodying it and living lives that proclaim the impossible, that the God that was dead is alive again. Anyway, I'm exhausted. I've had a good day. We had Thai food for Easter dinner. I don't know that I really grew up with Easter dinner. I didn't really grow up in church, so and I grew up in the South. So if there was ever Easter dinner-ish things, there was ham. I missed ham today. I really wanted a ham biscuit at some point, but the Thai food was good. And I had Thai with my wife and a friend of ours, and it was good. So simple, easy. I didn't have to prepare anything. My wife is an actor, and she's been at a show. They've been in Tech Week all week, so she didn't have to prepare anything, and we were able to enjoy a friend's company. So really, resurrection, right? Anyway. So now we have 50 days of Easter, and then we're into ordinary time, and this, can I point to it? There we go. The poster there of the movie Searching for Bobby Fischer, one of my favorite movies. It's now starting to haunt me again, in a good way. Because I'm thinking, we're going to be talking about Searching a little bit. But there you go. My post-Easter blather. I hope you're having a good night. And, yeah. Let me know how things are. How it's going with you. I actually really want to know.